Hello everybody, this is part 3 to my new ranked series. If you guys liked this video, I really appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. We started off by picking Standard to be our game mode. Then we immediately started mining the ores and checked their team. Their team was way more stacked than ours, but it was a 5v4, so it was pretty even. Saving for more iron to get a stone axe and blocks. So, I got enough iron, and then I went to the shop and got it. I started rushing their bed, but when I got there, I saw that their bed was wide open. So, I ran to it and broke it before they could come and attack me. It was just the bed plating though, so we still had to break their real bed. But it was still pretty funny, because in chat, they were getting a little bit mad at each other. Then I saved up for armor and went and bought it in the item shop. Then I went to the upgrade shop to upgrade my armor protection. I put my remaining iron in the chest and then started to go to their base. But when I got there, I realized that their bed was wide open, so I ran to it and broke it. Their teammates instantly started attacking me, and it was a 2v1, so I started to run away, but then saw my teammate trying to kill him. They both died, but I tried to get them off the bridge and teleported behind them, but fell down. Yet, to my surprise, one of their players fell down too. So now it was just a 2v5. I started running to their base again to try to get the 2 last kills. When I got to their base, I saw my teammates trying to rush them. So I came in and tried to kill them, but I died also. And then my last teammate came in and clutched. We won the first match and decided we would play another since that one was so quick. We all picked Head Start, and then it was time to start the next game. I immediately went to the gen and got leather armor with my iron from Head Start. Then I put the rest of my iron in my chest and started going to their base. When I got to their base, a bunch of people started rushing me. So one of them died, and then I tried to kill him, but I died also. I killed 2 people though, and when I respawned, I went back into my chest to try to get an upgrade. But I realized I had early game tax, and so everything was more expensive. I was able to get iron armor, but then had to wait a long time to get my tools. So I waited in the gen for a bit, and finally had enough iron to get my stone axe. So I started rushing their base with my stone axe and iron armor. When I got there, a person started attacking me, but they only had leather armor, so I went after them. But they ran back to their base, and their teammate protected them. But then I noticed they were trying to come back out, so I decided I was going to go rush them. I was going to their base, and then thought I could just run past them. So I hit them once, and then tried to run past everybody to get to their bed. I got to their base, it got my stone axe out, and then looked at their bed, but it was in 2 layers of wool. I wasn't expecting that, and I died. So when I respawned, I realized it was going to be a lot harder to break their bed than I thought. I waited in the gen for a bit to try to get enough tools. Got my iron from the chest, and then got a stone sword. I still had early game tax for some reason, but it didn't really affect me this time, so I didn't really care about it. I went out and rushed them again, but when I got to their base, they were all there, so I decided to build above them. When I got to their base, I hopped on the tree and built into their bed. Then, when I got there, I realized it was still covered in 2 layers of wool. I started breaking it, but then I didn't notice there was someone behind me, and I died. This time, when I died, I was pretty close to breaking their bed, but there was just somebody behind me. So I started going in the gen again, and got my iron from my chest. I got a stone sword again, and some blocks. I started rushing again to see if I could get it this time. But when I got there, I noticed somebody trying to attack me and my teammates. So I went after him, but then decided my teammates could have him since it was still a 2v1. So I started heading over to their base, but somebody tried to attack me. So I started fighting them, because they only had a wooden sword. I started attacking them, and got them really low, but then they ran away and had their teammate come. Another teammate appeared out of nowhere, and I died again. This time I had no clue what just happened. I was just trying to kill somebody, got them one shot, and then 2 teammates came out of nowhere and killed me. I got a stone sword and more blocks to go out one more time, but somebody was rushing our base, so we attacked them and barely killed them before they got our bed. So I started heading out to their base, but when I got there, I immediately started being attacked by 2 of their teammates, and one of them had diamond armor. So I started running away, but then had nowhere to go. So I turned around and tried to juke them to get to their bed, but when I got to the bridge, they immediately hit me off and I died. I immediately rushed them again right after I died, but you can guess how that went. And I'll just speed this part up for you so you don't have to suffer. I basically just ran away for a while, died, got my stuff again, went back to their base, on the way there, died again, tried to get my stuff again, and went back to their base. And when I got there, I actually got a good opening. So I built up, got on the tree again, and tried to go in their base, but then saw a monstrosity of a bed. Then a player started attacking me, so I had nowhere to go. I started running away and got back on the bridge, but then I realized if I could just block in, I could break their bed. So I juked the players and then tried to get to their bed. When I got to their base again, I realized that there was only one player there, and they were at the top, so I started blocking in. This bed was hard to block into since it was so uneven, but I eventually got in. I immediately started mining the area to get to their bed, but then I realized that I really opened it up, and I had no more blocks to close it again. So I tried to get blocks from their bed to close it, but then I got attacked from the Caitlyn behind me. I had no idea what to do now. I even tried blocking in and it didn't work. So I just decided to rush them again. But when I was going to the base, I realized it was still a 5v5, which normally doesn't happen because people always think that your team's gonna lose, so they leave you. But it was still a 5v5, so nobody really wanted to leave. I immediately started rushing their base, but my teammates died, and a player started to attack me. So I started fighting them because they had the same amount of stuff as me, but I fell in the void and died. When I respawned, our bed was immediately broken. I was not expecting that because I didn't even know that their team was here. So I died and watched my teammates get wiped. And then, shortly enough, all of my teammates died. But it was okay. I only lost 14 RP, and when I went back to lobby, we had still earned more than we lost. So that's the end to my Season 11 Part 3 Ranked Series. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, and bye!